permitted by DHEC since '03, and they come once a month to get milk samples, test the milk for coli, somatic cell count, temperature, and different things. And they watch me like I'm under a microscope because they want to be sure everything's right, which is good. And so they just, it's just an everyday thing. The cows don't take a holiday, you know. They just keep right there every day, twice a day, you gotta milk them. The cows have to ruminate, which means they chew a cud, fill up on hay or grass and feed, and then they'll lay down and burp it up and chew it some more, and then they'll go in another stomach. They got 3 or 4 stomachs, I think, in a
Wow.
cow. So that's how they ruminate. That's what we call it. And the milking process is lactate. They're lactate, which is giving them milk. They don't do that till they have a baby calf. I mean, they have to be they're usually about 2 years old, maybe a little more, when they have their first calf. And the gestation is 9 months cycle, just like a human. And we breed them artificially. We don't have a bull because bulls get mean, real mean. And so I don't want to take a chance with a bull. And so we breed them. We choose whichever bull we want to use from an organization called Select Sires. And it comes out of Tennessee. And they have to pay somebody to do the breeding too. Somebody that knows how to do that. I don't do it myself. So it's kind of a science too. It's more than just milking cows. We feed them hay during the winter because the grass is down then. They can't get it, but during the growing season, when grass is growing in the spring, like it's starting to get green out there now. They're trying to eat it the best they can, but I still have to give them hay because they have to have that hay to ruminate, that roughage. They gotta have roughage to ruminate, fiber. Gotta have that fiber, which is in hay or grass, and of course I give them the grain too when I milk them, which is a mixture of oats and corn and wheat and soybeans, and maybe cottonseed meal, all that, and minerals. It's a 21% protein, and it's locally grown. It's not from a big processing plant like pellet form, but it's locally grown feed, which is better. I kind of got interested in farm work back when I was in high school. And I looked to fool with cows. They just slow and laid back, kind of like me. And so you know, they don't get in a hurry unless you get scared or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just enjoy doing it, kind of like a hobby. And for a while I was doing it, had a co-op, which means a group of families would get together and they'd sign up to be in the co-op, and they were getting the milk from me. It's like they bought shares in the cow, and like they're getting their own milk. And DHEC didn't say much about that because you can't stop somebody from drinking their own milk from their own cows. But it was just theoretically, it wasn't actually a change of money. It told you had to be a member of the co-op and get the milk. Mm-hmm. But after that, DHEC decided I'm gonna keep doing it, I need to get a cement floor and hot and cold water and milking machines and all the 9 yards to make a milk cooler, so they could permit me. And that was back in '03. Got permitted in '03. So I've been doing it for about 16 years with DHEC monitoring me all along, you know. Mm. So they want to feed and they want to be milked. I'm hoping that rain will let up a little. I got to get a bag of feed out of that truck.
Yeah, that's a lot of feed.
Actually, I've unloaded and put it in here, my storage for the feed. At least it's not that cold. I get my feed ready first. These are 2-gallon buckets, and I fill them almost full. That that much feed for milking.
How many cows do you have?
Milking 8 right now. Bentonite clay, mozzarella clay it's called. This is a detoxer. It's also a dewormer. To deworm the cows. I just sprinkle it on top of the feed right here. To detox the cows. And the diatomaceous earth is a natural dewormer. The dewormer.
Nice.
I also give them something called apple cider vinegar. Put it in the drinking water. It helps them. I think it helps them to ruminate. And sometimes people will tell me they've had milk from other places, raw milk, but they say yours just tastes better. And so I think this might have something to do with that. Put a little vinegar in the water every day. Apple cider vinegar. She's saying feed me. They know. They like to socialize too, you know. Yeah. Let's call it a milking parlor, and that over there's a milk room. We milk 2 cows at a time. There's one here and one down there. In the milking process, I have to wash, rinse, and sanitize every time. Wash, rinse, and sanitize. Now I'm getting ready to sanitize. Okay, so this is an expensive piece of equipment, just like most everything else is in here. This tank is a new one probably cost $4,000 or $5,000. A new tank like this, same steel. Okay, now let me get over here. Okay, sanitize the strainer. Sanitize it, but then I rinse it off because I don't want it in the milk. Okay, this is a strainer that sets on top of the milk tank. Okay. Milk filter filters the milk. And this is a little dome that locks down on it to hold it in tight. Hold it in tight. Put this in here like this. Rinsing out the milk system with hot water to get all that sanitizer out of there. Rinsing with hot water so there'd be no sanitizer in the milk system. See, I sanitize all this and rinse it out good before I start the milking. Turn this off. First one is usually the boss.
The first one is the boss?
Yeah. She's the boss of the other cows.
Wow.
It's just like people. There's always somebody the boss, you know.
Yeah.
All right, this is Fancy. You how she turn around? She knows what I'm doing. All right, move over. Over, over. Bring it over. Okay. This is Kim Kai and that's Frank. Come on, Kim Kai. They don't give as much right now. One thing, this is pregnant, and I'm trying to get that one pregnant. Okay, I'm first washing with iodine wash. I'm washing the udders of the teats with iodine wash, I'm sorry. Then I sanitize also the teats. But if they come in here and they've got junk on their teeth, sometimes I'll have to use a hose to wash them off with some warm water. That start being clean right there. And everywhere else. Don't think I've ever had anybody come here and want to take this much interest in it as you have.
I'm sure there's people who are interested in it.
Yeah, but not to take video cameras and all that. Iodine wash first, and then sanitizer wash next. The cows know what I'm doing, and they don't kick me and fight me. They know. Now take a paper towel, dry it off. Dry that off.
That one wants some look. Aw. Yeah.
Out and get in the way. They won't feed, they eat it off the floor because you get it.
Yeah.
Now,
that's it.
milkers, got milkers. Stay right there. These two won't get as much. Finally, this is like the older one. He's an older cow. He's got the old one out here. So when I pull down on it, I get a little bit more. I think it's good to milk them out good and not leave it in there. Okay, now she's ready to take the milkers off of her. Pull that out and it just comes right off like that. Pulling down on them helps to get all the milk out. Just leave the milker on too long. That'd be bad. I'm gonna take the milker off. I pull this little valve down like this. That releases the vacuum. It just comes right off. They give the most milk when they have a calf. When they have a calf, they can give 5 to 6 gallons a day. One's pregnant and the other one's got age on her, they don't give as much. Okay, now I'm going to pump it out of here and put it in the tank. See the milk going in.
Oh, yeah.
See that? Oh, yeah. Some people call it flat liquid gold. Okay, stir that warm milk up a little bit.
Can we look inside again?
That's right. Stir all that warm milk up with the cool milk. That'll make the temperature go up a little.
Cool.
I'm going to switch it over on cool. The warm milk stirred up and made the temperature go up a little. And now it's cooling it back down. This tells me how cool the milk is right here. It'll get it down to 32 degrees, then it's cut off. And when I start milking, it'll be putting warm milk in there and it'll come back on again. Like, it's just a big refrigerator is what it is. I live in Taylor, South Carolina. 29687 is the zip. And the cows, we have milk from the cows every day. 7 days a week. The cows have to be milked every day. They don't take a holiday.
What days are best to come?
If you came like on Wednesdays or Saturdays, I have to empty my bulk tank then, and I'll have more milk because those days I have to empty the tank and wash it. Saturdays and Wednesdays. I want it to stir while I'm doing this so it stir the cream up too.
That's good.
Doesn't take long to fill one. Okay, we have about 26, 27 acres here for this little dairy. And a cow needs to have about an acre per cow for a pasture. About an acre per cow, which is a good pasture. If it's not too good, then you might need 2 acres for cows because they need that good grass, especially when they're in the growing season. So to have a dairy, you have to have some land first and foremost. Raw milk is more nutritional than processed milk because processed milk is pasteurized and homogenized. It changes the chemical composition of the milk. When you pasteurize milk, you cook it, and it kills, if any bad things in it, bad bacteria, it kills that, but it also kills the blood. It kills everything. And so when they homogenize the milk, that breaks the cream particles down real small so that the cream won't rise to the top. And when you drink homogenized milk, the cream particles are so small that it absorbs into your bloodstream, makes your cholesterol go up. But the raw milk won't do that because the cream particles are large. And they pass on through your digestive system without being absorbed in the bloodstream. It's better, nutritionally better. And a little story is about a lady that used to get milk from me. She may still do it, but I haven't seen her in a while. And she's diabetic, and she says when she drinks the milk out of the store, she has to take insulin. When she drinks the milk, the raw milk, straight from the cows, she doesn't have to take the insulin because the natural sugars in that milk stabilize her sugar level. And so the milk is like a medicine to her. She doesn't have to take it stabilizes her sugar level, so she doesn't have to take insulin like she would if she drank processed milk. Now, some people are afraid of raw milk, but they think if it's not pasteurized, it might make you sick. But it's not true. Raw milk is better for you nutritionally. There's people have told me that they were lactose intolerant to the processed milk. They couldn't hardly handle it. But when they drank the raw milk, no problem. It went through the digestive system just fine. And one person told me he'd about to give up on drinking milk because he just couldn't handle it. But he started drinking this kind of milk, and no problem. Today's March 1st, so I'm going to put 3-1. That's today's date, March 1st. So then they know when I don't predate it. You get it in the stores, it's predated. You know, like it might be 5 days old when you get it. And they say, oh, it'll be fresh till maybe a week from now. I date it when I bottle it. It's $5 a gallon all the time. Other people sell it for $6 and $7, but I sell it for $5. Now I put something on their teeth. It's like a buttercream. It keeps their teeth from getting sore. Get this stuff with angles. You want to smell it?
What is it?
Smell it?
It smells good.
Yeah, it is.
What's
good.
it called again?
It's Utterly Smooth.
Nice.
It was originally made for cows, but they sell it for people now as a body cream. Yeah, put that on because I don't want these teeth to get sore. If they get sore, you're in trouble.
A little bit.
This is how I had to milk them before I ever had a milking machine. I always check them. Fresh milk, warm. You want to taste it?
I could.
Tastes really, really good, surprisingly.
That's
Fresh.
the way milk ought to taste. Go, Fanny.
Full and happy. Should have got it one of these.
So, this is Katrina. This is Katrina.
Boy. She is hungry.
Turn around, Heather. Turn around. Pretty good?
Yeah.
Somebody, they're not circus animals, but they do pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the only cow that does that. She makes noise when she eats.
Wow.
She got started doing it. She don't get more quick. She likes to make that noise when she eats. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
When I wash them off like that, they let the milk down. If they didn't let it down, you wouldn't get it. You can feel the udder kind of firm up a little when they let the milk down. You want to let the camera down and put the milkers on one time?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
We can, yeah.
Okay. Get that one. And that feet over there. Okay, that one on that one. Sucks right up on that. It's not like a vacuum cleaner. It's got a pulsate. Gotta go straight in. That peak goes in there folded up, it won't milk them. Gotta go straight in. It goes in this pipe right here, up to the milk line, and to the jug. Milk going in here out of both
Nice.
sides. Yeah. Warm milk. Put your hand on right here, I want it.
Where can we get more information about raw milk and benefits?
You can check it from the Western Price Foundation. They're advocates of sale of raw milk. They encourage people to use it because it's healthier, more nutritional for people to drink instead of the processed milk. And another website is realmilk.com. And there's an article on there entitled Real Milk Cures Many Diseases, written by Dr. Crowe, C-R-O-W-E. And it tells about how people in the early 1900s, they'd have different ailments, and doctors would put them on a raw milk diet, just milk, for maybe 6-7 weeks. That's all they had to cure different ailments. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And that article is probably about 4 pages long. I used to have some copies of it, but I gave them all away. Gave them to people when I first started doing it. It's amazing. They give people with a diabetic or men with prostate trouble, high blood pressure, all kinds of things. They put them on a milk diet to treat them. Yeah. See how that horn got smooth from bumping it so much?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's been doing that ever since milking.
Little feisty.
Yeah. See these milk veins right here? A dairy cow always has milk veins on their stomach. They always watching.
That's big eyes.
Oh yeah. Better to see you with my ear. See the Goldilocks. 3 bears. Okay, now take this off, Anna. I just pull this out. Twist, pull it out like that, and it releases the vacuum. It comes right off. See, these gave more. They gave more milk. Okay. Gotta go slow. Don't want to waste it. Splatter. You want to milk a cow? You get this on your fingers, but you can watch it all.
Yeah.
I don't think she'll kick us, but just
Okay.
see, they're
Just be
used to
careful.
me.
She might. She's not used.
I'm
to
keeping my distance.
be still. Katrina, be still.
Ah,
He's all milked out.
cool.
Try this one.
It's probably
If you
sore.
get it out of that one. Get in it? A little. See, she milked out real good. You see how the udder's gone down?
Yeah.
Milk's out of there now.
You have something to wipe your hand off?
Can't touch you.
No.
She milks it real good. See how drawn up it is?
Mhm.
Tonight, when I get ready to milk again, it'll be firm again because it did.
Wants to get out.
Yeah.
She listens to you.
Yeah. This is Heather. That was Katrina. No, she's not. I milked her.
You already milked her?
Yeah.
She's back. She's back again?
She thinks she's gonna get seconds. You gotta watch them. They'll hoodoo you if you don't watch it.
Yeah.
They think they're gonna get some more.
Yeah. Wow. How long does it usually take?
Takes me about 2 hours.
2 hours?
Clean up. You gotta wash and rinse and clean up my equipment.
Seems like a lot of work.
It is. There's more to it than just milking the cows, you know.